What's up guys, Adam here from Infinite Reviews. Today I am checking out this amazing Slash from Super 7. This is the Ultimates. Yes, I know it's a little bit old now, but I am getting it for the first time and that's all that matters to me. So let's jump right into this kick-ass figure. So we got our standard Super 7 box with the over packaging, like the sleeve here. They don't have these anymore, which is okay, I think, because honestly, it's a little bit of a waste of packaging in a way. God, I can see it both ways. You know what I'm saying? Like I can see the consumer saying, "Hey, I like this because this is cool," and it's a very prestige type of thing here, having this sleeve over it, but ultimately I really only care about that. They lowered the quality maybe, but this is before that, so we're gonna take a I want to look at this. So packaging, you got the Ultimates logo on top there, got the awesome TMNT logo on the back, man. Super 7 contents, one figure with accessories. We've already seen it's Slash. Look at this. This is so cool with the sewer lid with Slash's face, and he's got his crooked little what are these? Yeah, this is some kind of psi. I can't recycle psi or something like that. Anyway, let's look at him. I've already pulled it up, but holy shit. I think this is the ultimate figure of the 1990s. The color scheme, I mean, come on guys. This is Charlotte fucking Hornets. Does anything scream 90s like purple and teal? That is the fucking 19. This is Alonzo Mourning. This is Larry Johnson. And this is the Charlotte fucking Hornets, but this is in turtle form. I love the window packaging, looks great. I like being able to see all the accessories. And of course you get the variant head. I love the big old yellow eye. It makes no sense. I like this brick motif here, turtle power, the spray paint and everything. They've kept this pretty similar all the way through. Here we get the back there. If you want to read that, you can pause it right there and take a good look. And same thing on this side. I love the graffiti, you know, with the bricks. On the bottom, we get all the legalese here. Choking hazard may contain small parts. Adult collectible, not a toy. Nickelodeon. Of course, you get the barcode there if you need that. 14 plus, super7.com. Let's open her up. Holy shit, good look at that. Wow. The level of detail here is just astounding. Look at that belt. Look at the skin, the detailing, the armor pieces, the pieces of wood, the different gadgetry, and the spikes. Man, I love the spikes. Yeah, wow. Very, very cool. All right, so I'm gonna look at the accessories before I get into what I'm just dying to look at, which is I'm dying to bring out the other Slashes so I can look at them side by side because, dude, this is one of my very favorite characters. He's so fucking awesome. Just like I said earlier, does he not just scream 90s? I think the original toy was 1990, which I would have been 9 years old, and this thing captured my imagination. And this version of it is huge. It's heavy. It feels good in the hands. It's what I always thought Slash was. And here it is. And this is just an exact, almost exact reproduction of that 90s toy. I'm really, really excited about it. Let's look at what it came with first though. It did come with a variant head. Let's see, the light maybe not be the best on it. Right there, there we go. Let's see, does that help? So I do love the way it's done. The big yellow eye is something that is only really in this toy and the animated series, although this slash and animated slash are totally freaking different. We have different hands here. Obviously, you got an open grip there. I love the way they did the bandages, whatever it is. It doesn't make any sense that it doesn't go around the inside of the hand, but that's okay. That hold these spikes on there. He's very shreddery. I think they call these Pantera claws. You can see the way that they work. They do have a nice like dry brushing to them, giving them depth and texture, which is really nice. I love the way they're done. Here's a grip hand done in the same style, and a fist, as you can see there. The nails are painted. They look really nice. You can see the way they work here with the peg. Oops, with the peg and oh, there it is. With the peg, and they've got the hinge there. It's how all these things kind of work. Here's the fist for the right hand. Very nicely done there. And then you've got a grippy hand also for the right side. So then we get some stars. And you may be going, like I did initially, like, what are these stars for? Well, if you look at these little nodules on his belt, you see these little nodules sticking out. These actually go on there. They clip over these little extensions on the belt here. I say that.
One there, and then you get one here.
Okay, so they don't pop on there great. I'm a little like, it's kind of a letdown that they don't just, so that one fits too good. That one's super loose. So, yeah, they don't fit great, but that's where they go. They go on the belt. You get the, let's see, hold on. I'm gonna get the old school card out here. I have the card for my 80s, or I'm sorry, 90s version here. Thank you, Michael. Thank you very much. This is the Nasty Nunchaku. Wonderfully done with this new paint scheme where we've got the chain there is in a silverish color. The spikes doing the same thing here. They've got this silveriness to them. And then you get that badass. I wish it matched. It's a little like off why it doesn't match, but neither did the original slashes. You get the razor spiked gnarly knife. Man, these are done so well. This is when Super 7, and I'm not talking shit, but this is when Super 7 spared no expense. Look at that. Very nicely done. Got the chip out of the blade. Very cool. We have the Psycho Psy, so I was right about this being the Psycho Psy, which there's like a greasiness to them. This is one of the coolest weapons ever, the Psycho Psy. You get the Mutant Mace, and I love the wrappings, the little details here, and of course that nice metallic color looks awesome. And here's something that the original didn't have, which is like a Psycho sword, so to speak. It does have that flare at the end there, really nicely painted, looks really cool. Also, we got two grenades, two very slashy grenades there. I like the way they're done. The coloring is really nice on them. The way they're painted, they have like that really nice dark green, and then they have this metallic, and there's the pin and everything. Really nicely detailed, very cool. And of course, this is back when Super 7 was still giving us these old school weapons where they used to come on the rack and they were all one color. This is badass. We'll look in just a second, but this is almost exactly what comes with the original slash. And yeah, so I would say overall, aesthetically, this is a 10 out of 10 because number one, I love Slash. Looking at him, look at his shell. His shell is so huge and nicely done. The bright yellows, you got the dark greens, and then you can just see this dry brushing that really brings out every little bit of detail. And Slash here is super, super detailed. Amazing. Now these stars are gonna fall off because they don't really fit very well. I will say that is not cool, Super 7. I wish you would have made them to fit a little better. And maybe it's something I'm doing wrong. I'll try to figure that out here in just a minute. But yeah, look at this guy. There's the tail, awesome. Very cool. Let's go over articulation very briefly, and then we'll get into these comparisons. Okay, so as is pretty standard with these, still, let's take a look. You've got the head here, up and down. 360 degrees around. I do love how it's facing forward. You can see the neck comes jutting out from the shell. Very cool, very much like that old school turtle toy. You get the arms here are on a swivel there, and they can come up about that high, which is not bad for a guy with a big piece of armor there. They do get 360 degrees there, and they do swivel, not 100. They don't swivel 360 degrees because they're, again, that piece of armor does block that, but they also do bend here for about, what, 90 there, let's say somewhere along 90. And then of course we get the hinge and swivel at the wrist, like I was showing earlier, these wrists. So this one actually gets you some up and down action, whereas some of them, like this one, let's see here, does this one, how's this one? Oh, they're both, so these are both up and downs. Some of the others give you the side to side action. I do love this inner shell. It's like soft, just like the turtles were, which is awesome. It has like a pliability to it. You know, because I've always understood it that a turtle's inner shell was like their vulnerable spot, and I do love that this has all the slashes, and these cuts and everything are just like they are on that original figure. You got the belt here. The belt is really cool. I love that it's painted. It's in 2 different colors here. The way it's molded has a spot for the Psycho side, just like the original. It doesn't slide up as far as I'd love it to. It kind of gets hung on this spike right here, but that's okay. The overall shell on this guy is just chunky and meaty and exactly what I would like to see from it. Honestly, this is hitting all the notes for me. Does kick forward that far, which is not very far. The original, though, you guys couldn't kick forward worth a damn. And he comes back that far. Look, there's one of those stars falling off. Back that far. He does rotate here at the right above the knee. 360 degrees there. And then, of course, we get about 45 degrees at the knee. Coming down to the ankle, we get the up, the down, forward-facing rocker for side-to-side action. So quite a bit of posability there from Slash. The real reason why we're here is for comparison. Now, here's my old school Slash. Again, thank you, Michael, for hooking me up. If you look at him there, you can really see the similarities. The mouth, the eye, really everything is really cool. And so it takes a second, but when you look at this Slash's belt, you see that he has the stars on there. Also has those big skull and crossbones there. They're just really nicely painted here on this version. Now, if I have a complaint, it's that the stars don't quite like stay on. However, let's look at the accessories. Okay, so we have the gnarly knife. Here's OG Slash's gnarly knife. Here's the Super 7 version. Very cool. And as I noted earlier about the colors, so these colors are pretty similar and they don't match. So his weapons don't match his purple. So his weapons shouldn't match his, right? I mean, I think that there's precedent there for them not matching. And that could just be me being very forgiving, but I think that the precedent is set here in 1990, so it's okay for it now. Here's the nasty nunchaku, which is a badass weapon. I love the way this one's done with the chain being like metallically colored. It looks really cool. Obviously, you can see the Psycho Psy and the mutant mace there. Very nicely recreated here for the Super 7 figure. I love this guy though. This guy's amazing. One of my very favorites of all time because he's so cool. The thing about Slash is that he has so many varied backstories. Like this version of Slash is a version that was created by Shredder. Shredder created the perfect turtle terror, as it says right here on his file card, a ninja nemesis from Dimension X named Slash. Now, in the cartoon, what we got for Slash was this guy. So this is cartoon Slash, notably quite a bit different. And I guess as a kid, it didn't ever dawn on me how different these two guys really were. In the cartoon, now they're both kind of dumb. This version though, to me, and I could be wrong, but this version to me really makes me think of Turtles in Time. Prehistoric Turtlesaurus, I think is the name of I think it's the 4th or 5th level in Turtles in Time, where you fight this version of Slash that is the action figure version. This guy though, however, this is Bebop's pet turtle that was mutated by Bebop and Rocksteady because they were tired of doing the Shredder's bitch work. So they thought, well, mutants have to do all the bitch work, so let's mutate our own guy. They mutate Bebop's pet turtle, who loves his Binky. There's his Binky there. And they think they're going to put him to work, and that all goes south. So that's really cool, but not really the Slash that I think of. This is what I think of when I think Slash. Interestingly, the Mirage Archie version, which I famously broke on camera, you guys can go back and watch that video. I've been told that I'm not too careful with my figures and that I break stuff. I think it's just NECA, because this is a NECA figure. I feel like I only break NECA, but whatever. This version of Slash, even though more visually similar, you can see the shells and everything. I didn't even show you, I didn't even show you this guy's shell. So it is spiky and, everything, but not like this, right? But the color scheme is very similar. This Slash, very much more similar, I would say, to this Slash. Although this Slash, this particular version of him from the Archie comics, is the last of his kind. So also from Dimension X, but not created by the Shredder in any way whatsoever. So an interesting story here. Slash never has a consistent origin. And then finally, we get the version that was played by Corey Feldman, who did the original Donatello in the movies. This is the 2012 version of Slash, who was Raph's pet turtle to begin with, which is really cool. So he grew up watching Raph complain about his brothers, so when he got old enough, he wanted to kill them. Makes sense. Raph is a bit of a complainer. I love the 2012 version. It is very cool. I like having all these different versions of Slash. I really just think Slash is the shit, and it's probably because I'm a child of the 90s. All right, I'm not gonna deny that. But come on, guys, there's something really cool about a fucking crazy turtle from Dimension X, especially when they're styling and profiling those Charlotte Hornet colors. Now, I think they look great together. Let's check them out with a couple other figures. That's with the 2023 reissue of Donnie, the actual 2003 issue of Donnie, the Playmates Ultimate version, NECA cartoon Leonardo, Jim Lawson Turtles, Donnie, Super 7 Mikey, which is one of my favorite scales I've ever seen. And then finally, Super 7 Bebop, just to bring it all together, because this is gonna be my villains display. All right, well, thank you for sticking around to the end of the video. Please hit like and subscribe for more awesome TMNT figure reviews. I'm also gonna be doing other stuff, but honestly, guys, TMNT is my favorite, as you can probably tell by our channel. If you get the chance, come check us out. We're in Paducah, Kentucky. We're at 3215 Irvin Cobb Drive, and on the web at www.infinitecomicsandcollectibles.com. See you next time.